Hello guys, welcome back to the Beastie Room. Now you regulars might well have remembered about a month ago we managed to successfully produce the first UK breeding of the Heterothele mahonda. Now it took a little bit of time to get that to happen, and it was quite hard work, and it was difficult getting our spiders to actually be in the right frame of mind, getting them conditioned. So what we've done now is we have another female here, another mahonda female, and our male is still going strong. Now the males on these don't live particularly long, so we're trying to get the most out of him as we possibly can. Now the other female that had the sac, the successful sac that we saw in the video with them all the babies hatching out and everywhere, she is now hopefully going to double clutch, and we have another female here which we have tried to pair once already, which we thought she'd taken, but then nothing's happened. And bearing in mind that on the last one it only took a month from pairing to actually hatch babies, so it's very quick. So we figured we've missed the opportunity. So what we've done now is we've put the male in again. And this is in the enclosure that they're in. This is a slightly different setup to the last one. Now, when she came into the Beastie Room, she was kept in this deli pot here, because they're only a small spider, a dwarf baboon, and she was kept in this deli pot. Now, they are exceptionally fast and quite difficult to actually work with because of their speed, and they can climb absolutely anything and everything. So keeping them in one space is really quite difficult. So what I done was I put the deli cup inside this enclosure and then filled the enclosure up to the level of the deli cup, and then that way when we put food in there it actually comes down and falls into the deli cup and she gets her food. It also done the same thing for the male. It basically drew the male down into her domain. Now the reason we're doing this video is because we managed to capture this insemination on film, and it is truly extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. But it also highlights another problem, and that is because these spiders are so shy, we've never seen this female fully out, so we don't really know what sort of state she's in. But what we did notice is once we had this successful pairing, she then does a little dance at the end of it, and we notice she is in absolutely full-blown pre-moult, which is a bit of a downer, because as we all know, if she molts out after she's been mated, then that pairing will be null and void. It will be no good. So we are now fingers crossed that that pairing was good. I'm sure it will be. I mean, once you've seen the footage you'll understand, but we're fingers crossed that she actually drops a sac and hatches it in the next month like her sister did, before she molts. Because like I say, our male is on borrowed time, so she either needs to molt tomorrow so we can crack on, or she needs to hold on for a month. But you'll see in the video she's very heavily in pre-molt, so this could go either way. So again, another reason why it was interesting to show this piece of footage and create this video, because it highlights some of the things we're up against when it comes to breeding. Anyway, enough of me babbling on. Let's watch the pairing and see what you think. It's absolutely fantastic. I'll see you shortly. Well, here we are. We've just introduced our little male mahonda. And as you can see, he started tapping away almost immediately. Now right in front of him, at the very left to that green milk bottle top, which is her water bowl, there is actually a hole similar to the one that's above him on the opposite side of the tub that she's living in. Now you can see he's doing very, very fine movements. And they're quite jerky. Here we go, a little bit more force being put into them now. Now what he's actually doing is he's actually stroking the web with his pedipalps there. Now at this moment in time we can't tell whereabouts she is underneath all of that webbing. It's very thick. Slightly better angle now. See, there's very, very fine movements. Now these will be sending shockwaves through the web, which she will pick up and understand exactly what he's saying to her. And he's trying to call her out. As with many of the males, they don't like to enter the burrow of the female. It's very difficult to actually protect yourself in a confined space. So the males will always try and tempt the females out. And as you can see there, he's actually, with his front feet, he's dragging on the web very, very gently. Now because of the hooks on the ends of their feet, they can actually hook into the web and he can drag that along, and that will create like a scratching on the web, which is sending a signal to her of just letting her know of his presence. And we can see there with the pedipalps that he's doing more of a visual display with the pedipalps by waving them and jerking them around, which suggests that she may well be within sight of him. You see the movement's becoming a little bit more frantic now. And you can see where he stretches them pedipalps right out and then lifts them up, and he's doing them alternately. He's doing the right one, now the left one's coming up. And you'll notice also that when he lifts the left pedipalp, the first front leg on the left lifts with it, and then when it goes down he puts that front leg down, and then when the right hand side pedipalp comes up, the right hand leg comes up with it. It's very interesting. These are very subtle signs that this is showing that this is more of a visual display. So we've gone from literally tapping and scratching on the web to now more of a visual thing. It's interesting to see how the tempo changes. It almost stops and has a little break. And it's a shame we can't see what she's doing at the moment. But she will be in front of him, just to the left of the picture there, underneath that piece of webbing. These guys create quite an extensive tunnel system. So you can imagine he's at the front door. He's knocking on the door at the moment, wondering where she is. You can also see there that his body is laid flat to the web. And every now and again you'll see his back legs jerking and pulling on the web as well. So his whole body is vibrating. You see the motion of the of his pedipalps now, far more jerky. They're really quite strong now. This would suggest she is actually quite close. Now what we're seeing now is pretty much in real time. I think we've probably cut about, this went on, this particular type of behaviour went on for roughly about 20 minutes with this constant chatter from the male and this constant waving. You can clearly see the emboli on the end of his pedipalps there. Very shiny. He's fully loaded and ready to go. Now we've slowed right down now. Look, this is very subtle now. We've gone back to pulling on the web there. And now we're back into waving again. Very rhythmic the way he moves. The dance of the dwarf baboon. Incredible. Now look, we're speeding up now. She must be getting close. He looks like he's poised to take off. Oh, look, look, look. You can just see in the bottom there, you can see movement. She is right at the door now. Here she comes. We have contact. Now you notice how he actually stopped doing anything. He was just very gentle vibrations. And she's literally just sat there with her foot hanging out. Here we go. Now he's getting excited. You see how he's feeling with them front feet. Very, very tentative. Very gentle. Oh, look at that. He's leaning sideways, trying to get his feet through that tiny hole in the web. And it done the job, look. That's tempting her out now. He's going for it. Here we go. Oh, he needs to get her out just a little bit more. But you can see how willing she is. She's very, very receptive. But she's not in a 100% safe position. He's maintaining contact. You notice his feet are on her now. They're touching her all the time. Pedipalps are still going. You see the very, very fast flickering. Here we go. Here she comes. Oh dear, look, she is in heavy pre-moult. He's looking. There we go, he's found the spot. Look at the arch on his body. Now we can see the pedipalp working away on her apigastric furrow. And you can see where he's twisting it and twisting. He's actually inseminating her as we speak. Now that will be his left hand pedipalp's doing all the work at the moment. Now he's swapped it over. Now look at that, look, we can see that perfectly now. The emboli, there you go, he's found it. And we're inseminating again. You can see it working away there. These are the clearest shots possible. There we go. And he's literally unloaded both emboli. He's searching again. Search again. I think she's had enough. There you go, she's done. Look at that, no aggression whatsoever. You can see she is heavily in pre-molt. So although we've had a really good pairing, this might not work out. And there you go, his job is done. Very, very cool. Right then guys, I told you it was special, didn't I? Did he put some effort into that pairing or what? Did you see the way he literally arched his body over? He was full on, he nailed her to the floor. She was going absolutely nowhere. This male, he's an absolute gigolo. He's amazing. Very, very good spider. If only all our male spiders were quite as keen as he is, we'd be laughing. But you saw there that when the pairing was finished, that you can see there by her abdomen, she is very, very heavily into pre-molt. So this could go either way. We're not 100% sure. And it wasn't until after the pairing that I actually realised how heavily in pre-molt she was. So yes, touch wood, we're going to be lucky. If not, we will try him again. He's still looking fairly strong. So then, well, I hope you enjoyed that bit of footage, because again, this is footage that's never been seen before. So it's really, really cool stuff. And if we can get a second female to have another clutch to add to the ones that we've already got, it will be a brilliant, brilliant thing. Right then, we've got one more thing to mention. We have got a young subscriber who was 12 yesterday, by the name of Tyler Densham. Now, his mother informs me that he watches all our videos, and he really does like the Beastie Room. I don't blame him, I love it too. It's marvellous, isn't it? So yes, happy birthday, young Tyler, and make sure you look after your spiders well. Keep up the good work, and keep watching the videos. We really like you young subscribers. You guys are the future for all that's going on here. Everything you learn through videos and watching people's stuff, this is all going to make you into good keepers when you're older. And even now, you can do so much. So yeah, take all the tips and all the advice, and you'll be flying. I hope you got all you wanted for your birthday. Maybe you got a spider or two, I don't know. Let's hope so. Right then, so happy birthday, young Tyler. And don't forget, be calm, be gentle, and love your spiders. And I'll see you soon, guys.